Thank you, Jeff.
Good luck, Jeff. Good luck.
When he was introduced, because he came up this way. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Donald Davidson.
Thank you, Doug. They told me 2 minutes. You're to be kidding. Jeff, thank you for all that you've done for racing in general, the town of Pittsboro, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. When you won the 4th Brickyard 400, the journalist was saying to you, you know, now you rank with A.J. Foyt, Rick Mears, and Al Unser, and you laughed and said, it's not the same. I don't know if you got any flack for that, but you know, we appreciate the fact that you hold the 500 in such high esteem. I remember the day when I think Bill Marvel and some others took you over to the Speedway in like '91 to meet Roger Penske. We hoped something would come out of that. It didn't, but that's okay. And I got a couple of quick anecdotes and I'm done here. When Jeff was riding sprints and midgets for the first time, he used to go to a lot of the races with Gary Lee. Remember the Thunder series and everything like that? Okay. And Gary says, Jeff sits in the passenger seat and he plays racing video games and he does a running commentary and he's all the drivers. And he says, Jeff Gordon's leading. Jeff Gordon's leading, he's going to the source. Yeah, and he's got a challenge. Here comes Jeff Gordon, and Jeff Gordon takes over the lead. So, he won the '94 Brickyard 400, one of the great moments in the history of the track. And that night, he just had his 23rd birthday, the combination for. That night, he was invited to all kinds of parties. He was staying at the Speedway Motel, and he went to his room and he ordered a pizza. And when the order was going in, and the person said, "Sir, I don't know how long it'll take to deliver it to you, because it may take a couple of hours because there was a big race out there today, and there's a lot of traffic." And he said, "Yes, I know about the race. I was in it, I won it, and the traffic's gone." So anyway, and the pizza was on the house, by the way. Pineapple topping, as I recall. I don't know why I remember that, but pineapple and pepperoni. Anyway, thank you for riding the pace car this year. That was just a great kick for all of us, I'm sure for you. And thank you for everything that you've done. So Jeff Gordon in 2 minutes, I think that was 3. That's as short as I can make it.
Check that, Donald. That 4 minutes and 8 seconds, a new track record by Donald Davidson. Thank you very much. Yeah, new track record. All right, let's say hello to the governor of Indiana, Mike. Thank you, Governor. We appreciate you being here today. That's pretty cool. You may hold on that for your breakdown. Think you can hold on that? I don't trust you. I don't. From the town of Pittsboro, the police department. Let's give them a round of applause for their work today. Chief Christy Patterson is here. Hello.
Welcome back to Pittsboro. I do love it when you come, but you make my job so much fun. All right. Jeff, when you were here, we dedicated the road, Jeff Gordon Boulevard. I know a lot of these people were probably here also, but I first met you, you grabbed my badge, you said, "How can I get one of those?" Well, Jeff, I'm here to make your dreams come true. We here at the Pittsboro Police Department, we're going to appoint Jeff Gordon here as an honorary police officer for the town of Pittsboro. I'm glad you're excited. I'm glad you're excited. We need you to cover a shift on Monday.
That was classic. How about a round of applause for that one? high school graduate, huh? Did you get a diploma that was signed? Was it officially, it was signed? I want to make sure of that. From Northwest Hendrick Schools, this is Rusty King. The superintendent is here. Mr. Gordon.
I'm the proud superintendent of Northwest Hendrick School Corporation, and Tri-West is our high school. To start with, I'd like anyone that taught or worked in the school when Jeff was a student here to wave your hand. Hi. Okay. We are extremely proud of many of our graduates of Tri-West High School. We have a great reputation. We recently counted up the number of state championships that we have at Tri-West High School, including academic and sports championships. We have 22, which is extremely great for a school our size. Now, that does not include the 6 championships that Jeff's going to have at the 400. So we're going to go back and redo this and add up all his championships and add to that later. But as representative of the Northwest Hendrick School Corporation, we'd like to present this plaque to Jeff. It is a replica, has on it a replica of his graduation diploma with the original signatures of the board, superintendent, principal, and so forth. We talked about including his transcript, but we thought he really didn't want that. So we'd like to present this certificate of this plaque with the diploma on it, and also says to our most famous graduate, in recognition of your outstanding racing career and many achievements, presented by the Northwest Hendrick Board of School Trustees, past and present.
All right, so we confirmed he did in fact graduate. Diploma was signed, right? The superintendent has vouched for that. That's good news. You didn't mention how many school days he skipped. You didn't keep track. Oh, that's right. You're an officer now. Excuse me, Officer Gordon. You got to work on Monday, by the way. Hope it doesn't rain. You're gonna have a conflict. Jeff Gordon can't be in the brickyard because now the town manager and treasurer for Pittsboro. Say hello to Jason Love and Sherry Ping.
In honor of Jeff Gordon's racing career, Hendricks County wishes to recognize his upcoming retirement from NASCAR with a sincere appreciation of the compliments he has had since his graduation from Tri-West High School. I will let everybody know, as we were saddling up in the Camaro before we took off for the parade, I looked at Jeff and I kind of feel like Christy. I said, man, you're a lot of work. But I think, as you guys know, this is going to be, this is awesome that he come back, and anyway, I'll quit beating around the bush. At the town council meeting a couple weeks ago, we decided to dedicate July 23rd as Jeff Gordon Day in the town of Pittsboro. On behalf of the Pittsboro Town Council and myself and Sherry and everybody involved from the town's aspect, I would like to present this plaque to Jeff Gordon. That's a real pleasure.
Thank you so much to Pittsboro, all they've done. One more round of applause for the town of Pittsboro and putting their arms around Jeff Gordon. Also want to say a quick thank you to all the police force for all their work today. How about a round of applause for all the state police who are here in Pittsboro? I'm going to hand you this. The
Dave, I don't know where to begin, but let me say a few things. I don't know if I can break Donald's record here, 4 minutes and 8 seconds, but first and foremost, I want to recognize the two people that are responsible for me coming to Pittsboro, and what I tell people all the time, you know, why I'm standing here, for the reason that I'm standing here today, and all the things I've done in racing, because how much Pittsboro meant to me and my family, and I never would have accomplished what I did in racing without the town of Pittsboro, without the people that supported us here in Pittsboro, especially Tri-West High School. But the two people I first want to recognize are my mom and my stepdad, John Bickford. My mom, I can't even say I started racing quarter midgets and go-karts at a young age, and somewhere along the way, my stepdad got this crazy idea that we should go sprint car racing, and I was well, probably about 12 and a half at the time, and that crazy idea turned into a reality, but it really only became a serious reality because Lee Osborne out in Jamestown, who built our first sprint car. And so, and also the Stanley family that lived in Brownsburg, that used to build my quarter midgets, that are now building my kids' quarter midgets. And those two families really were responsible for us first coming to Indiana and recognizing that we needed to be here. This is where, if we want to take racing serious, and my parents have a lot of reasons why we came here, but racing was a big part of it, maybe the primary reason. But they found this nice home, you know, out of town in Pittsboro, but they wanted to be here. They found that home, and we lived there for a very long time, and just loved being here in Indiana. I've got some of my best friends that I've ever had in life that I stay in touch with that are still living here in Pittsboro or right around here. This to me today has been one of the best days of my life. And I say that sincerely in every way, because I get to see what Pittsboro not only meant to me, but what it means to you guys. And it's an awesome town, and the way you guys came out and supported me and what I've done in racing, and what the Brickyard has meant to me, and what this town has meant to me, and my friends that are here. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. This means the world, and it really does. And this could have been just a Jeff Gordon day, you know, but we got helicopters, folks. We got TV cameras. And we got an awesome crowd of people that came out. And this is amazing. I got to thank Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This thing didn't happen a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately, I was in Kentucky and it rained there. But I heard it was raining pretty hard here too. So everything happens for a reason. I'm a big believer in that. And this, you know, to me is just a very special day. Thank you to everyone. And I'm not so sure they're going to rethink this badge. And the friends of mine that are here better rethink some things that you guys. How far back can I go on some citizen arrests? Of course, I'd be pulling myself into that as well. Anyway, Pittsboro means the world to me. Tri-West, great school. You know, we would have never been able to accomplish what we did. I left every Friday afternoon to go to a race, and we came home really late every Sunday, sometimes Monday morning. And to have the support that I did out there, I still did my grades, did my work. But we had very understanding faculty and teachers and staff, and it would not have happened if we didn't have that support. Also, Jason Love down here, the public speaker for Pittsboro. No, I'm joking about that. I'm not joking about what I'm about to say. He used to scrape mud off my sprint car. He used to come out to the shop and work on our sprint car. I know Charlie Waters and his family is over here. So you have no idea how deep it goes here for us, and we're very proud, very, very proud to call Pittsboro our home. I know you guys don't get a chance to hear when I'm around the country wherever I go, and I talk about racing and how it all started. But I tell everybody, it really started here in Pittsboro, and I would never be where I am today if it weren't for Pittsboro and this town and what it meant to me. So thank you very much. Dave, I'll turn it back over to you.
Yeah, give it up for Jeff Gordon, everybody. Make some noise. All right, Mr. Five-time champion. We're going to put you on the spot. Is this really the last time you're going to race at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway?
Yeah, we better make it a good one.
Is this not? You better make it good.
You know what? I mean, certainly with what I'm seeing, the future looks like doing TV broadcasting, and I mean, you don't retire. I was just telling some of my buddies, you don't retire I'm going to be 44 very soon. You don't retire at 44 and just go sit on a porch somewhere. So I'm going to be working. I'm going to get a real job now, and I'm going to be really, really busy. So I don't foresee driving, in the Cup Series in the future. Even though I left myself open, to do that. It's just such an undertaking to the team. For me, I like going out and being competitive. I like having a chance to win, and I feel like if I just did it, on a one race deal, probably wouldn't have a chance to win. So I better make this one a good one. And I got to say real quick about the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Those of you who know me or you know a lot about me know what that speedway has meant to me over the years. And when I lived here in Pittsboro, I used to drive out there and I used to go into the track and always just be in awe of it as a sprint car driver, wishing one day I got a chance to race there. Now I was going out there to get Valvoline oil, because that's where you got Valvoline oil. If you were a racer and you were doing good, you went out there and you saw the folks there. Jim McGee, I think was the guy's name. Jim Reynolds. And I think actually Jim lived out here in Pittsboro. And so I used to go out there see him. He'd give me a couple cases of Valvoline. I'd go over to see the folks at Simpson that were giving me helmets and shoes and maybe a uniform here and there. But going out there and seeing that speedway and dreaming of one day racing there. I went to the Indy 500, I think it was like 81 or 82 or something like that. And as a kid that came from California, that was racing sprint cars, that was living in Pittsboro and going out there, never in my wildest dreams did I think that I'd be standing here as a 5-time Brickyard 400 champion. So big thanks to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for making kids' dreams. Their dreams are, as a race car, are to do that, or to maybe just come and watch a race, and to keep that going, and then to be able to fulfill that, and it surpassed all those dreams. I can promise you that. It means so much to me, and I can't wait to get out there on track this weekend and go get it done one more time.
One more question. The best part of my job is you get to meet these guys behind the scenes when the lights aren't on and you guys are all there cheering their name. This guy is the same kid I met before he won anything. You're the same. Talk to us about humility and how you handle this platform you're on, because there's lots of young kids watching you today, and how you've handled yourself through the years doing this.
Well, thank you, Dave. And Dave, you gotta give it up for Dave. I've worked with Dave for so long. He's so first class. Nobody does an event like this better. Nobody does an interview better than Dave Calabro. We've had a really special relationship over the years. So I appreciate all you've done for me, Dave, and Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the state of Indiana, covering all that you do here. You know, I mean, you got to give it up to your parents, right? We blame our parents for a lot of things. We might as well give them the credit when that credit is due. And my mom and dad were just very humble, you know, low-key people, very simple when it came to you know, what it took to be happy and get through life. And they had to work hard to get to where they were. They worked hard for me, for racing, and that taught me, you know, the same thing. And my stepdad taught me a lesson really early on that definitely kept me humble. I was racing quarter midgets, and you know, in quarter midgets it's open wheel racing, and you got to be careful rubbing wheels, not like stock cars, where you get into somebody, you're going to climb a wheel and probably going to take yourself out, maybe them as well. So I was running this one race, and I was passing for the lead, and it was a late move, probably wasn't a good decision. I climbed over the kid's wheel, but I kept going. I think he kept going, but it was still not the kind of racing that I was doing and that he taught me to do, and that wasn't really the best way to win that race. So I won the race. I got the trophy, and I walked. My dad walks up and he said, "Yeah, you're gonna give that trophy to that kid over there." I said, "What? I won the race." He said, "That's not how we race." And I gave that trophy back to that kid. And don't get me wrong, I was really upset. But sometimes in life, those are the types of lessons that you have to learn in order to stick with you. And that was a lesson that stuck with me for a long, long time. And I feel like it's made me the racer that I am today. And I appreciate that very much. And I think it helped me be the person I am today, too.
All right, well, thank you so much. We wish you the best of luck this weekend. Take that 24 to the front one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Gordon Day.